Hello Capricorn and welcome to your reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Cappy. What do we need to talk about today, Capricorn? What is the what, right? We're going to get your cards, and as I'm laying those out, let's talk about something else. First off, speaking of the cards, if you happen to like the cards that I'm using or are interested, two things. I am doing deck reviews, yes. So the cards that I'm using today, I'm putting links below to the deck reviews that I have done here on YouTube. So you can check those out if you want to see the decks in detail. And I also have Amazon links if you wish to purchase them. So through my links, if you buy anything, I could earn a commission. So I have to put that out there. But it's a great way to help support me and my channel. So you might want to have a think about that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess, intuition. Is it kicking in or not? Let's have a look. Okay. Just taking a quick look at the cards. Okay. Okay. This came to me, so I'm just going to say it. And I sort of don't know why, but I sort of do know why. I'm feeling a lot of emotion around whatever this is. Okay, so let's talk about that. First off, let's talk about you. You're the Page of Wands. This is you. You're waiting for something. It's like you're waiting. I get waiting to make an entrance, because look at this card. See how this person is sitting there in front of her mirror. She's getting ready to go on stage, right? This is a Cirque du Soleil deck, so it's very like circus related. So she's getting ready to go on stage and everything, but the mirror almost looks like a portal, like it's massive, right? It's like you're waiting for, it feels less about something coming to you, which is very typical of the pages. It's news, right? They're messengers. Oh, maybe you're the messenger. Maybe you're the messenger. You might be the messenger. Instead of the messages coming to you, it's messages that you need to put out there. That's it. You're needing to go through that portal. You're needing to walk ahead. You're the one making the moves. Interesting. Okay. So this message that you need to give, this is around like the crux of the reading is the King of Swords. I have a feeling it could be around the message that you have to give. I'm sorry, it's the King of Wands, because we got the King of Swords coming up too. We've got two kings on the board here. What is this energy? This is like trying to balance what you really want to do, like what you're passionate about, what's driving you, around what's practical and logical and makes sense. I think this is a bit of an inner battle. That's what this is. You're needing to put something out there. Okay, so we get that, right? We understand that. Oh my God, this is interesting. Just noticed one of the other cards. We got a lot of interwoven energies here. Okay, shut up, Nancy. Keep going. Okay, so I'm nerding out a little bit. So, King of Wands. Like I said, this is, I said we've got these two competing energies. So this is where this is something where you're really wanting to push forward, okay, with whatever this is. You're wanting to put this out there. You're wanting to send this message, spread the news, that kind of thing. But this King of Wands, internal to you, okay, your internal King of Wands is at the brink of, I know I really want to do this, but I'm like really pulling the energy back. Really pulling it back. It feels like this King of Wands energy is fighting with the Knight of Wands energy, because the Knights want to charge forward and you're like, no, you can't, you get like pulling them up, like by the tailcoat kind of thing and pulling them back, right? That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. It's you really restraining yourself from putting this information forward or moving forward with it. And when we look at sort of how you see the situation, you're seeing the Queen of Swords. We have a lot of court cards here. So these could be people, but you know what? I'm feeling like this is so internal. This is so internal. The Queen of Wands Swords, her counterparts here. You're seeing the situation in that, okay, you know what? I know that I have to speak my truth. I know that I have to be forthcoming and honest and all that kind of stuff. But the Queen of Swords sometimes has that energy that can be a bit abrasive and blunt. And this is another thing you're trying to temper. And it's tempering it. This King of Wands is doing all the heavy lifting, which is really weird. I would think that there would be one of the cups here, but there's not. We'll talk about all of that in a minute too. But I want to know, what is the underlying energy, right? What is the root of all of this? And it's the Chariot. It's the feeling like I have to move. I can't sit on this anymore. When we look at the past, the card that came out is the Hanged Man. This is usually looking at things from a different perspective. And sometimes it's the card of holding back. It can be a little bit of a patience card, but it's don't go yet, don't go yet. And then the Chariot kicks in. It's like, you gotta go. This King of Wands is fighting it. This King of Wands is fighting it. It could be external. I'm really not feeling it. But for some of you, it might be. It might be a person who's holding you back from putting out this information, right? And the Queen of Swords is the one going, honey, we got to move ahead. You know we do. But this King of Swords is it's a stuck energy. It's holding back. Now, when we look at what's coming up in the future, we have the Two of Pentacles. Well, this is a juggling act, okay? So this is trying to balance. So I think what it is it would be like, say there's information you need to put out there. And it's probably something that's going to be either good or bad. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be, it's going to have an effect, a profound effect on people, which is why the Queen of Swords is like, you have to say this. And the King of Swords is like, I know I want to, but I'm not so sure. So I think the Two of Pentacles is finding that balance of, can we drip feed it? Can we just give little bits at a time? It's trying to come up with a way. That King of Wands is going, okay, yeah, I know we got to start releasing some of this. We got to start putting it out, but we can't just dump it all at once, right? It can't just happen all in one fell swoop. So let's see if we can drip feed it. So your thoughts around the whole thing right now is the Temperance card. This is patience and it's balance, right? That's why you're heading towards that Two of Pentacles energy, which is good because the King of Swords is saying, look, we can't just dump it all at once. And these are your thoughts and feelings around it. It makes sense to you to put this out in a little bit. Just do a little bit at a time. What I see is kind of cool with this whole thing is when we look at external forces, so stuff going on outside of you, right, is the Page of Swords. So the Page, also, like the Page of Wands, it's the same kind of vibe, right? Sitting there waiting to put it out. But on this end of it, I'm feeling like this is where the Page, right, knows that they have to put it all out and they want to put it out. And the King's kind of holding that back, tempering it, the Temperance card. The Page of Swords is going, okay, it's like in cahoots with the Queen of Swords going, yeah, we know, but okay, so let's start drip feeding. The Page of Swords, external to you, is seeing that information starting to go out. So it's getting out to whoever needs it, right? Because this is external to you. You're sending that information out to people. It's starting. It's getting the ball rolling, but it's not dumping everything all at once, which is not a bad thing at all. Now, when we look at your hopes and fears, I think it's more of a hope. I can feel a little bit of fear here. It's the King of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords and the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords versus the King of Wands and the Page of Wands. Like, it's very much a swords versus wands kind of thing. The King of Swords is stepping in and saying, kind of mirroring up with the King of Wands to say, okay, we got to work together on this. We have to, like, say, you know what? Yeah, the King of Wands, they get it. They understand. I understand the need, okay? Queen and Page of Swords, I understand. The truth has to get out. The information has to go. You can't hold this back any longer. I get it. But we need to see where the King of Wands and the Page of Wands are coming from. Your hopes are that this balance that you're trying to attain, you can achieve and things don't kind of start, erupting, right? I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it sounds really dramatic the way I'm putting this, but it feels like timing is everything in how you release whatever this information or news is. The good thing is, the potential outcome is the sun, and that is things working out, because the sun is the best card in the deck. Y'all figure out a way to make this work so that it is a perfect flow of information going out, and everyone receiving it is happy, which means everyone's happy. So I'm liking that energy. I think it's really good, right? So we're going to get you an advice card just for fun, because we can. I'm going to look this one up. And I'm also going to say, let's talk about the bottom of the deck, right? I said the underlying energy is High Priestess. It's listen to your gut. Then right underneath that is the moon, which is only reveal what you need to. And then under that is the star, which is, I could keep going, right? But the point is that you listen to your gut and drip feed as you need to, right? Your advice card is Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. I don't often read from the book, but I'm going to with this one. And I know it's around duality, which is the twos. It's that balancing act, right? Where we go, 20. And it's interesting because this card is number 20, which reduces to a 2, which is around balance and choices. So we're going to read this. It's a reminder of duality, right? Like the dolphin's a mammal and a sea creature, it says, which is true. So the dolphin spirit is this and that. Two truths can exist at once. So it's duality, right? The duality to me here is that swords versus wands, right? It's the two ends of the spectrum of what you want to put out and what you need to put out, right? It's balance. It's totally a balancing act. Interesting, I use that phrase when we're talking about a circus deck. So there you go. So I know you can do this. I know you got this, but yeah, it's just figuring out the best way to do it. And you know what, Capricorn? You can, because you're kind of the bomb. You're the GOAT, greatest of all time. So there we go. We're going to leave it there. So good luck with this. And until I see you next time, I am wishing you much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Capricorn. Bye.